Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we are going to start our first lesson for computer science for grade 4. Let's start. Yeah. We are going to go through the lessons which Miss Nairoz has given to you, that the questions and answers which she has made for you as a revision sheet, which contain of the first top unit is going to be about formatting text, and the second is about introduction of MS PowerPoint. While reading out the questions and answers, I will try to explain, showing you what actually a Microsoft Word is. Let's start. So the first question here is that it says, what is a Microsoft Word? Here, what is a Microsoft Word? It's not working. Let's go this one. I like this part. What is a Microsoft Word? So they said it is a powerful tool used to create a document. It is a powerful tool used to create a document. What is Microsoft Word? It is a powerful tool used to create documents. Here, for example, Microsoft Word, here, this is known as a Microsoft Word. I use it to type or make a document. Instead of writing on a notebook, I can make an electronic file which can be saved in a computer. Like I can type like, what is your name? So I can just type it. So this is one of the benefit of Microsoft Word. So second question says that, what is the extensions of Microsoft Word? The extension of Microsoft Word is doc. Now doc stands for is a file where how I save my Microsoft Word file. For example, here, whenever I save like this, go to save. Do you want to save it on your PC or wherever you want to work? Let's say I need to save it for, let's go browse, and on a desktop, what is your name? See, when I save, I will find it on my desktop. See, when I right click on it, this is a format of file. When I go to a property, the file is saved in doc. This is saved in document. So each file has, like we have PDF, in Excel we have .x. So this is a type of a file which is known as doc. So this one. Now, the question number 3 says, what is the use of find option? This is use of find option. What does find mean? To find out something. That means if I have a big amount of data or the text, I need to find a phrase or a sentence so I can find it easily. Here, it is used to search a word or a phrase or a sentence in a Microsoft Word. For example, class, if I have a big amount of data, for example, let's say example of this one, and I need to find out a specific word. So I can go to home, find option. Here, I click on find option. So example, I need to find out word, a specific name. Let's go for here. I want to find out computer. See, it start giving me a word. If you can focus on here, it start giving me the word which I'm typing. It's from, for example, if I have a text which contain 100 of words, but I'm looking for a specific word, so I can just type, go to find, and here in navigation bar type what you're looking for. For example, I need computer, COMPUTER. See, computer, so it find it out a computer word. Instead of scrolling down, it might take a lot of time, but this is the quickest and the easiest way to find out. So again, what is the use of find option? It is used to search. Let me erase this one for you. Yeah, it is used to search for a word, phrase, sentence in Microsoft Word. As I say, you can find a word or a phrase or a sentence. Clear, class? Question number 4 says, name any 3 options in Home tab that can be used to edit the text in MS Word. MS Word stands for Microsoft Word. Some of them say MS Word or Microsoft Word. It has the same meaning. So what are the 3 options you can find? Cut, copy and paste. Now what's cut and what's option and paste? Let's come to that as well here. Let me go make it easier for you, class. Question computer here. For example, when I'm using options here, I have here options, cut, paste and copy. When I click on here, let's say I need to copy. I can choose, for example, this text, and I can click on, this is an option on an option bar here on a clipboard. You can see here, class, I have cut, copy and paste, and format print is when you need to print out a specific part of a text. Now I need to cut. When I press on a cut, it will remove the text completely. That means I do not need that text in this space. So when I come here, see, let's go to the last bottom of it, click and click on it, and I click on paste. Text. See, it's going to paste it in a way you want. Let's go back. And option of copy. Copy means you are just taking a copy of this one, for example, like that. Right click, clicking on copy here. It will remain in its original place, and you can have another copy. You can see that I have clicking on paste to copy it. Again, click here and paste. See, if I remove this one, class, and I click on cut and I come here, you see that it's already removed from its original place, and click on paste. See, it's been pasted, it's been removed from there, and now it's been pasted. Let's move to our another question. Question number 5 says, what is the meaning of term formatting in MS or Microsoft Word? Formatting is organizing or arranging the text according to the chosen pattern. That means you organize your text. What does a text means? The words here. This is known as a text. I need to organize, format. Which format? Here, this is my text. This one, or what you have written here, is known as a text. That means the word, the alphabet which you type is known as a text. So to arrange it in which format you want, arranging them, putting them in a proper order is known as formatting, and organizing or arranging the text according to a chosen pattern. Question number 6 says, what is the meaning of default settings? It means predefined settings which every software package contains. That means it's kind of a restore. That means something which comes from a company, you reset default. That means it's standard as it is. This is known as a default setting. For example, sometimes we make some type of settings and we can go back and press reset, or it's a kind of a default, click on a default setting which will take you back to a default setting. Here you just have to know what does this term means. In grade 5 and 6 you will learn more about Microsoft Word in detail. Now, what is a font? Now, what is the meaning of a font? Font is how the type. This is known as for handwriting. This one, these are the fonts. These are the fonts. These are known as fonts. All this is a font. So these are known as a font. You can make it bigger, zoom in here. So these are known as a font. So according to here, it says that a font is a set of letters or symbols in specific design. So font basically is a design of an alphabet or numbers or symbols. I'll read out with you again. Question, it says what is a font? A font is a set of letters and symbols in a specific design. Clear, class? Then question number 8, which is what is font size? As you know that font is a design of any letter or symbol, and as I have showed you now, the size, that means how big, font size, how big or small. From here you can manage to make smaller, or you can control to make bigger or smaller according to your need. See, this is the size of font. See, this is one size of the font. Let me make it copy of another one, so make it much clear. See, it's the same. I can make it. So this is different size. So both of them, this is one size and this is another size of a font. That means the handwriting or the letters, it could be smaller and bigger. This is known as a size of a font. Read it again for you, class. What is a font? A font is a set of letters and symbols in a specific design. Clear? Question number 8, it says what is a font size? It is the size of the text. That means the alphabet, the symbols, or the sentence, the size of the text is known as the font size. Why do we use bold style? To print the text darker, or you can say that to pinpoint something. For example, let's type something. Let's say I go for, make it bigger for you, class. Let's say I am in class, let's say 4. I need to highlight or make some part of it which I need to focus on, pinpoint. I can go here and I can click on this one. This is known, you can see here it's written out. There is a shortcut for it which is known as Ctrl+V. We'll come to shortcuts later. So this is bold. When I click this one, you can see that this become darker. So this is known as, to print the text darker. So bold meaning of bold is that to make the specific text darker, to make it clear. Or if you want someone to focus on it, so we use it to dark that point. That means okay, this part is really important. Then we'll move to question number 10. When do we use bold style? I already explained. It's a when do we use bold style? It's a it is used for titles and headings. Now what is the meaning of heading? For example, here when I start any letters, it has a heading. For example, this is a heading, Mukhtar International School. So this is my heading. So when I'm going to type, you can see that I'm going to type it in dark to make it clear. So this is used for titles or this is a title or any kind of heading. So bold is used for what? It is used for titles and headings. Question number 11. What is the difference between superscript x2 or subscripts x square and x2? Superscript reduce the size of the text and raise into the top. So the superscript, it reduced the size, it makes the size of text small, x2, and to the text, like zoom in and zoom out to make it simpler for you. Subscript reduce the text and lower into the bottom. That means bottom means from down. Superscript reduce the size of text and raise it to top. That means it make it smaller and it will raise it to make it upward to the top. And the subscript reduce the text and lower it to the bottom. So let's go here. You can see, find someone. So, go. Question number 12. How can you remove the highlight from the text? By seeing no color option from the text highlight color drop box list. Now it says how can you remove the highlight from the text. For example, let's say if I highlight some, for example, I have highlighted this part. I can highlight it, click, keep pressing, holding on it. I can click on, either you can use this box, so it will remove. So I'm moving the highlight. If I want to highlight, click, remove, left click from your mouse, keep holding the mouse and move like that and go here. When I click on it, it's going to highlight it. If I want to remove, same thing I'm going to do, highlight the part which you want to remove it, go here and click it. Read again. How can you remove the highlight from the text? By selecting no color option from the text dialog, no color, text highlight color drop down list. There are many options. I'm just trying to make it much easier and clear for your class. No text, for example, even from here, if it's been hard, we can change the color of the font from here like that. Any color. This is a changing of something extra. If you want to change the font, the color of the text, you can do it from here, class. See, it's typing in some other color. Say I want to change from black to red, for example, here, which is going to be here, it's red. Let's go back. Now as I say, how can you remove the highlight from the text? It's a by selecting no color option from the text highlight color drop down list. Question number 13 says, what is the text alignment? Now what is the meaning of word alignment? It says it refers to the text layout and respect to the document margins. Now here, alignment means how you want your text to be moved. There's to be, for example, here, if I'm typing, this is known as here the alignment part. This one, if I needed something on the left, see here, it's left, middle, on right. And you can even justify it. This is according to the your medium low, how do you want it? See, left, middle and right. So this is alignment. You can arrange according to the margin of the music, because sometimes you have A4 paper or A3 or you have two types of orientations. For example, here, let's go to here, home, insert, that should be, will be design, no, here, so on layout. Yeah, orientation means how do you want your page to be, a portrait or landscape. That means horizontal or vertically. Let's come back here. So alignment is, it refers to the text layout with respect to the document's margin. So what is a text alignment? It refers to the text layout with respect to the document's margin. Question number 14 says, what are the 4 types of text alignment? So here, as I said, that we have 4 alignment: text left, line text right, center, and justify. Here again, I'm going to show you. You have left, mid center of it, and right, and this one is for your justifying. You can see it's giving you, even it's telling you allow content right margins, and right alignment is used for a small section of a content such as text in a header or a footer. Header is footer, that means the heading of it, and the footer, you see, it uses mostly to write a phone number or the signatures, and when they finish the letterhead. So alignment on the left, this is align left. Let's come on to this one. Center, align right, and justify. So these are the 2 options. When you click on it, for example, see, left, center, right, left, center, and right. Then you have, as a label the figure using the following text alignment option. You have to label. The first one, as I say, is known as alignment here. This is the first one, which is going to be here. Second one, the alignment text right, which is going to be question here. Center, which is going to be here, and justify is going to be your number 4. Reading again for your class, it says what I think I missed out question 15. Okay, we'll come back now. Label the features using the following text alignment option, which is line text left, line text right, which is 2 here, center, and justify. We'll come back to question number 15. It says, what is the default alignment in MS Word? That means what is the fixed one? That means when you first open, for example, Microsoft Word, what is the first default? Whenever you open a Microsoft Word, default setting from means the setting which is comes from a Microsoft Word, you find that the alignment always start from your left. This is going to be your default setting. Come back to here, next page, question number 17. Okay, it says, what do we use to build in a list? When do we use the bullets in a list? We use it to display the unordered list. We use it to display what is a bullets in a list. Now here, if I'm doing, for example, here is coming for, let's say, a bullet one here, class, I need to use it. See, if I have my name, what is your, let's say, if I'm using question, let's say, what, okay, how many, come on, what happened to it? Let's go to node of Arial fonts. Okay. How many subjects do you? Okay, so you can just write use a bullet point. That means how many subjects to, either using numbers, bullets, let's say maths, for example, maths, then you have, let's say, English, English. So what I'm doing here, I'm using, these are known as a bullet points. Either you can use the bullet points or you can use the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. See, it's up to you. Either you use these points, these are known as bullet point, that means you're pointing out specific thing. So we use it to display unorder the list. That means you're ordering the list. That means you put them, that means if you have options, you want to manage, you want to write them in the list. In that case, you're going to use the bullet points in a list. So when question number 18, when do we use number list? So this is a bullet list, and this is now, which I'm going to use it again here, this is my number list. So as I say, instead of number you can write, let's say maths, for example, again computer, it's giving me wrong. See, one more thing I want to explain, class. For example, whenever you type something, red line here, when it is red line, that means there's a spelling mistake. Red line means there's a spelling mistake. So what you're going to do, if you're not sure of your spelling, now this is spellings are right, but my first letter should be capital. So right click on it, a dialog box will open. You can see here it gives you options. So choose according to here, choose from here, which is going to be maths. I have here my first letter, maths, and computer. Same here. Blue line represents what? A grammatical mistake, a punctuation mistake. Sorry. Yeah. Click it. It's going to be done. Now, so coming back to question number 18, when do we use number list? It is used when the order of the items of the list is important. It is used in the order. That means everything should be in order. That means like 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be in order. In that case, I am going to use the number list. Thank you for today, class. We're going to continue next lesson on by tomorrow inshallah. And if there's any further questions, if you're not able to understand anything, please do ask. I'm available on Viber from 5 to 7. Any question or any suggestion you want to give, that means if you're not able to understand, please feel free to tell me. Thank you so much. I hope the video is useful for your class. Thank you.